Well, guys, it's about time for that 1 year progress. Or I guess it's actually been about 10-year progress of actually look pretty skinny right now, I'm sure, but I'll go take off my shirt upstairs and see how the bod's going. All right, guys. Here's a couple videos of me, looking like a douchebag or something in the mirror. Flexing my abs, trying to look like I have a six pack, basically. Hopefully, hopefully I look a little bit cool in this, right? Hopefully, again, my 2% female viewership depends on this, right? I feel like I have like a flex pack. I don't know if a flex pack is a thing, but let's call it that. Okay, it's about time for my fitness progress journey, whatever. Actually, I'm doing this a little bit earlier this year. I normally do it at the end of the year, but whatever, fuck it. So it's actually been about 10 years, almost exactly, since I first started being able to work out again. So I guess I'll talk about where I am in my fitness journey. And I think I'm going to edit the video to show what my body looks like right now, with my shirt off, I guess, before the video. So you can watch the other videos for the whole story, but of course it took me, I had, well, I've had a lot of health problems throughout my life, unfortunately, and I still do. But without getting too woe is me, the specific, I guess more so, more fitness perhaps related. I had the C. diff in 2008, and the C. diff really fucked me up, right? I mean, it took me a year before I could work out again, and so that was in July 2008, and man, it's been, geez, so then 2009 when I could start working out again finally, because man, like I said, really fucked up from that, dude. But yeah, so it's been 10 years since then. And I've said before, trying to look buff for the camera, dude, right? For my 2% female viewership. There's been not a lot of change. This is a broken record. There hasn't been a lot of change the past few years. I'm just kind of I just can't do any more than I've done with my health. I haven't found a way to be able to push myself any more than I have. So I've been pretty much the same the past few years. Again, I'm like 5'11" out of bed, 175 pounds. In the videos I show, I think one video I'm like 175 pounds, and one video I'm like 173.5, right? So, not super big. And even on that, I don't normally talk too much about fitness stuff. I think I've always said I would love to be able to gain another 5 pounds of muscle to my upper body, right? Like just a solid 5 pounds. And I'd like to have like an Instagram butt or something like that, you know what I mean? But you know, I think some people don't even realize, because some people think that I'm big, like maybe because I try to have good posture when I'm in public, or I wear sort of tight clothes or something like that. Like some people think I'm pretty big, and maybe when I take my shirt off, you know what I mean? But maybe this is to like be inspirational to people think that, of course, with all my health problems, but if I'm like 175 pounds, 5'11", right? And this is like 5'11" out of bed. I like the most I've ever like measured myself at was like 181 centimeters, right? So, and that was like after an inversion table. So I cheated a little bit for that, right? You know what I mean? But point is, when you look at a lot of these dudes, how buff they are, and they talk about muscles and steroids or where the fuck they're talking about, dude. Which I guess to address that, yes, I still have not ever done the TRT. Again, I still have all these health problems, but if you look at one of those things that have like the body mass index or some bullshit, whatever it is, dude, like, do you realize that even someone like me, which again, I'll never get there, but even someone like me, and if you look at that video, can you imagine me, like, if you go by that body mass index thing, I should be able to gain another solid 25 pounds of muscle before I could even be considered like not natty. And people think that, like, I'm sure in the video maybe I don't look that big, like I'm like try to look buff for people, right? But I think some people don't even realize, you know what I mean? You can definitely, look big and not push that limit, right? And big quotation marks, right? So I mean, I can't even imagine gaining another 25 solid pounds of muscle. Just I think I would look fucking comical, right? Like again, the past few years, I'm like, man, I would like to just gain 5 pounds of muscle to my upper body and get like an Instagram butt, but I've never been able to do it. I can't do it with health. I don't know how to push myself any harder than I am. You know, what am I supposed to do? I was hoping that maybe I got this CPAP machine. I was hoping that would help, but I've never been able to get it to work. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, but still no TRT. If you could guarantee that my hair, TRT guarantee, if you could guarantee that all my hair wasn't gonna come out or something like that, but I have hard enough time keeping my hair with all this lupus bullshit, dude. So excuse me. If you could if you could guarantee that I'd have no side effects, I'd be all for it, dude. But I'm afraid. But you know what? I'm getting older. Who knows? You know what? I, I, I have noticed something too, again, because the past few years I just haven't been able to do any more than I am. And I'm really like kind of focused on like my exercise economy, right? I know I've been trying to work, normally, again, a broken record, right? Because things really haven't changed much. I try to do like 3 workouts a week, and then a couple other days a week, I might do some more core work or something like that. Maybe some like squats with some bands or something. But again, I can't lift heavy because of health. My body's fucked up. And again, that's what I say. Perspective is the most important workout. There's better workouts than what I do, dude. Totally. So many better workouts than I do, dude. But you got to do the workout you can do, dude. And that's what I do. And I know if I die, if my health takes a turn for the worse. And it sucks to say this because it's like sometimes like could I have pushed myself harder? But I'm just like, dude, I have so many times where I just have to stop because I can't push myself any harder. It's like I just I know if I were to die, if my health takes even bigger turn for the worse again, you know what I mean? I just I'm able to be like, hey, I tried my hardest. You know what I mean? This is what I've been able to do. So your perspective is the most important thing when you work out. Find a workout that works for your perspective and make sure that any excuse is a excuse that you can live with. I think that is my most important thing. So ton of better workouts scientifically, whatever that you could do, but the most important thing is just to do what you can do and make sure any excuse you have, if you don't do it, is an excuse you can live with, right? So anyway, again, so I'm like 5'11", 175 pounds. And even I think I said this last video too, even that I feel like is being a little bit generous because the past couple years, I would actually say, I feel like I've actually lost a couple of pounds of muscle, like straight muscle too, because if you look at like some of my pictures from a couple of years ago, I feel like I was more buff. I feel like I looked more ripped, right? So I don't know, maybe because I was walking more. There's that Pokemon Go summer. I was walking a little bit more. I am really trying to fiddle with my exercise economy. Like I said, I'm trying to find out a better workout. I think I'm gonna go back to doing more ab wheel and less of this other bullshit ab stuff. I know I've been dealing with a lot of injuries and pain and regular health stuff. So whatever, this video's early, but it gives me an excuse to, I don't know, maybe make another fitness video at the end of the year, I guess, for end of the thing. But I would like to try to fiddle with my diet a little bit more, because if you watch my Japan vlog, I was very surprised about the food that I was able to eat in Japan. Of course, I still got sick, you know what I mean, because when you're sick, but I was surprised the food that I was able to eat stomach-wise in Japan, so I thought that was interesting. If I can ever, maybe I need to give this another go, fiddling with my diet a little bit, but yeah, just be the best person you can be. Not very motivating probably, because again, been a few years basically the same, but what are you gonna do, dude? I got a lot of health problems. My health isn't good, and if anything, I'm always trying to find ways to work out less because it's really, really fucking hard. You don't get sick, dude. You guys have no idea the kind of things I've had to push myself through to stay healthy, right? But yeah, again, still, I've actually been thinking about going back to doing higher reps and even less weight, right? Because again, I use a lot of bands and body weight, and I've even been thinking, man, maybe I'm gonna go back to even less bands, dude. Because a lot of times when I do like say push-ups, how should I explain this? I was talking to my physical therapist about this as well. So say I do a lot of, going off on a tangent here, I do a lot of like body weight stuff, or say, and so say when I do a lot of push-ups, I tried at first to put like a backpack on with some weights in it, right? But it kept on going to the side, and I guess I have like a slight bit of scoliosis or something like that, and it's like exaggerated where that thing is through certain positions, right? So, I just went to like lots of bands, and I've been trying to go heavier with the bands, but then you do less reps. And again, my pain has been getting worse. Maybe it's just me getting older. I don't fucking know, dude. But I've been wondering if maybe since my body's kind of fucked up and joints and everything like that, maybe the higher weight, quotation marks, with the bands is exposing my bad form unpurposefully because of my body more. Do you know what I mean? So maybe I need to go back to lower quotation marks weight with the bands and just do higher reps because it's not exposing quotation marks the bad form that my body is naturally predisposed to in certain positions. And my joints are, my body just hurts so much, dude. But anyway, that's the bod update. 10 years, dude. Man, I feel fucking old, dude, right? But gotta stay in shape. You only live once, find a perspective that keeps you going. Again, I'll put in the videos, I think at the beginning, and of course anyone can look at my pictures from a couple of years ago. Man, I was looking pretty damn ripped in some of those pictures. I miss having that ripped of a six-pack because that feels cool, dude, but I can't really, it's very hard to keep that, dude, unfortunately, but there it is, dude. Man,